Welcome back to Fortune and Glory. We're starting off with the villain phase today. We currently have 18 fortune. We need 20 to win. The evil Nazis are at 7 on their way to 15 on the villain track. If they get to the villain track to 15 before we can get 20 by the end of the entire round, the entire game round, we need 20 by the entire game round. But if they get to 15 before the end of the game round, they're going to win before we do. All right, let's get into the villain phase. Of course, the first thing we do is draw a villain card, which always has delightful things happening to us. And we have a blizzard. Any hero in an ice space immediately takes d6 hits. Nope, we're in the South Pacific for Cartwright, and we are in a jungle, deep jungle area. Well, we're in a city. We're in Rio de Janeiro for Cartwright. So this card does nothing. Wow, a villain event card that does nothing. Ha, unheard of. But we'll take it. Alright, that was just the beginning of the villain phase. Now they have to do the outpost. They have 2 evil outposts on the board. They're going to be rolling 2 dice. For every 4, 5, or 6, they'll be adding a Nazi randomly on the board. And that'll be 1. Okay, 1 is better than 2. So the location where a Nazi is coming out on the board is going to be the Heartland. North America, once again, growing in fascism. Oh dear, things not looking great for North America. And we only have 1 Nazi soldier left. And he's going to go to the heartland of the USA. Oh my goodness. Alright, it is time now for the Zeppelin step. It is going to try to fly somewhere. Let's see, where is it trying to get to? Whoops. As I knock the card flying, it is trying to get to the Alps. Oh my god, I think it might be able to get there. Alright, we have to roll a d6 and try to move the Zeppelin. Oh my god, we don't even need to roll a die. The Alps is 1 away from the Zeppelin, so we won't even roll the die because it obviously is going to get there without any issues, and it needs to drop a Nazi. But guess what? It can't. We are out of Nazis in the reserve, so that means the villain track is going to move up 1. Well, we are not having great luck, so they're up to 8. Oh, that is absolutely horrible. And now it is the adventure, villain adventure phase, and Teufel, I keep calling him Teufel, apparently it's Teufel, and Stahl are going to be searching for artifacts. And yeah, let's get to it. So we'll start off with Herr Teufel. And I was going to mention which of the temple rules I'm going to be using, and I think we're just going to stick with the rules that are in the book. So basically what happens for the old rules, so the new rules are slightly different. I'm going to use the old, I like the old rules, I don't know. So basically this has 10 fortune on it, the City of Shadows, and it has a danger level. You have to do 5 dangers. So every time there's 5 dangers on it, we add a collapse token and we roll for collapse. The temple collapses on a 1. So that's, I think it collapsed on a 1. I don't think it's a 1 and 2. I'll double check that, but there's no way that Teufel can get 5 successes anyway. It's not gonna happen. He's got 2 goons with him, but anyway, he's gonna be rolling dice. Well, maybe he will get 5 because for his lousy ability, his adventure dice, he rolls 6. If he rolls a 6, it counts as 2 successes. And Arcane Lore gains 1 combat for each artifacts the villain has. So now they have 2 artifacts. He actually has a combat of 6 plus 2 for the goons that are with him. He's a combat of 8 dice, so we don't want to fight him. All right, he's going to be rolling 4 dice, and we're looking to see a lot of 1s and 2s. Or just 4 1s would be perfect. Oh my god. Wow. 2, 4, 5, 6. He gets 6 successes. So what that means is every 5 gets a collapse token. So we'll put, oh, that's not a collapse token. So he gets 6 successes. Wow, this is ridiculous. So the temple has a collapse token on it. So now I have to figure out when it collapses. And he has taken 6 of the 10 fortune right off the temple. So Those go away, and we put 4 back on. Wow. There's only 4 fortune left on the City of Shadows. And we have to roll for collapse. But they've just collected 6, so that's actually 2 moves on the villain track. Because yes, every 3 fortune the Nazis have equates to 1 movement on the villain track, and you just cash it in. So he just got 6 out of the temple, so 9, 10. Wow, they're up to 10. All right, I got to look at the collapse rules and see what we're going to do. Let's hope it collapses around his ears. All right, so I actually need to put 1 more danger token here. So the old rules are basically, because this has a 5, which is unfortunate. Too bad it wasn't a 2. We'd get a lot more collapse tokens. So we're just going to be rolling 1 die for the collapse token. And unfortunately, we're looking for a 1, and then the temple collapses. That would be really good. Nope, the temple does not collapse, and that means Teufel will be able to hang around there next time, collecting yet more fortune. Ooh, that's terrible. This is awful. He didn't get 1. Wow, that was bad. All right, let's go over to Stahl. He is up in Eastern Europe, I believe, looking for the Shield of Hades. He only needs 1 more success. Ugh, this is not good. Oh, they are having such a good turn. We are in a world of trouble. A world of trouble. All right, he's up there. Stahl has 3 search dice, so he's going to be rolling 3 dice. Now, he gets a success on a 3, 4, 5, or 6, and he gets a wound on a 1 or 2. So let's hope we get a really low roll. He gets 1 wound, which would knock 1 goon out, which is not a big deal. However, he does get 2 successes. That is enough to scoop the artifact, which is absolutely horrendous for us. So, Stahl has found the Shield of Hades, and he will be taking it back to the warehouse, the Nazi warehouse. And that's going to give them an immediate 2 on the villain track. So everyone comes off here. He comes back with all his goons. And of course, he's ready, raring to go next time. We are not doing well. That's another 2 on the villain track. Ooh, this is painful. 11, 12. They're up to 12. Oh my God. Yeah. That's horrible. That is the villain adventure step. Now it is time to replenish artifacts, and we will have 1 artifact to replenish. So yeah, let's do it. Things have spiraled right out of control for Cartwright and Carter. Now at least, or Jackson, at least Jackson's got himself a nice estate set up down here in Cape Town. So he's got a mansion. All right, so we have oh my God, it's another temple, the Mine of the Sacred Stone. All right, where's the Mine of the Sacred Stone? It's another temple, and it is going to show up in Egypt. Okay, the Mine. Oh no, and that's where Stahl's going to come out next time. Oh, and it has 8 on it because that is its fortune value. Oh my goodness. 8. All right. Ooh, is it possible we have Carter? How can, let's see, can Jackson get there? Actually, oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he rolls a 5, he can get there. And then we can start scooping. Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, this game is so close. It's so close. Okay. That's the end of the entire round. So we check for score. The villain track is at 12. They do not win. We are sitting at 18 fortune. We do not win. Into another round. And we're going to start our next round with, of course, an initiative roll. So we're using red for Jackson, white for Cartwright. And it looks like Cartwright's going first. All right. And now we have to roll for movement. And this is where we'd really like to see some very, very high numbers. Let's get a couple of 6s. Jackson gets a 4, and oh man, I think Cartwright can get. He has a 2 movement. I think he can get to to that temple. Oh, man. All right, so we're starting off. Our first player, I believe, was Cartwright. He had the 6. And so let's go over to Cartwright. He's going to be going first. Oh my god, we are so close. All right, so Cartwright's got a total movement of 2. So if you go 1 space here to the Indian Ocean, and 1 space gets him into Egypt off the Indian Ocean. Yes, he is at the temple. Oh my god, so good. All right, and now Jackson can move 4 spaces. So let's figure out where Jackson's heading off to. All right, it doesn't really matter. If he'd had a 5, he could have joined Cartwright at the temple, but he can't quite get there. Now he's on a dock city, so he can go 1, 2. He will go 3 and 4. He's in the Sahara. Ooh. All right, there we go. It is now. Oh, and because it's his turn, we're into the adventure phase now. Or let's go ahead and do Cartwright first. He is currently at the temple. He's going to start having some dangers there. And if he passes them, for every danger passed, you scoop a fortune immediately off the temple. All right, technically he only needs to scoop 1 fortune out of the temple. Because then when it's Jackson's turn, Jackson has his mansion, which generates 1 fortune. So let's see. And this is not a deep jungle. This is a desert space. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab one of these random things, and it's going to be this one. All right. Oof, just about threw them all on the floor. That would have been really bad. So, how appropriate. He goes in the temple, but he's in crumbling ruins. Agility 4 and cunning. Oh, wow. So he needs agility and cunning. Now, remember, Cartwright can exert on any test. It doesn't have to be a deadly test. So he just has to pass this. He just has to pass this 1 test. All right, so agility 4. What does he have? And this is just danger. Agility 4. So his agility is 4. And this is this something? Is it a fate or a death adventure? The mine of the sacred stone. No, he's not there. He is at the city. The city of shadows. Did I take? Oh no. Oops, I got the wrong. Oh, sorry. He's right here. What am I? I'm losing my mind. Or I'm looking at a bunch of cards and things. All right, so let's go ahead. He is currently at the Mine of the Sacred Stone. It is, I'm checking to see, it's a fate. It's got a fate symbol. So he can go ahead and use this guy. Add 3 adventure dice to a single test while at a fate to activate. So we can use him once, but we're not going to use him for agility because he has 4 dice for agility. So he's going to go ahead, rolling his 4 agility dice. Yes, 4 agility dice, and he's looking for 4+. And he gets 1. Ooh. All right, so he can continue. 4 dice, and he gets a 6. He needs 1 more. Boy, he's rolling horribly. On another, we need a 4, 5, or 6, and he gets a 5. So that took him a long time to pass the first part of this test, the crumbling ruins, and now he's on to the cunning. And so he will use, he only has 2 cunning, so he's going to activate this guy once, add 3 adventure dice to a single test while at a fate. So he's going to do that. So he'll be rolling 5 dice on the very first attempt, and we're looking at cunning 4+. Oh man, we really need this. Okay, 4+. And he gets 2. So he needs 1 more success, but he only has 2 cunning. And he has, I think he's rolling 2 dice now because it's a single test, and we've used his occult expert. Come on, 1 success. He gets it. He gets it. Oh, that is so awesome. And so he's passed the crumbling ruins test. And so when you're at a temple, what you do when you pass a danger, you just scoop 1 of the fortunes. So he's going to get 2 glory. And he's going to get 1 of the fortunes off of the mine. So now we have 19 fortune. Scooped it from the mine. He's going to camp down. He's camping down because we don't need any more. So he's going to get 2 glory for that. Oh man, 2 glory for that. for Cartwright, and that's the end of his turn. Now, Jackson is up next. He is in the Sahara, so he's going to roll a 6-sided die, and he's just going to have maybe something happen to him. He rolls a 6, which means he just grabs an event card out of 4, 5, 6. So he gets an event card, and that is Daring Escape. Play to let any hero automatically pass an escape test even after the dice have been rolled, or play when a hero completes the last danger of an adventure, the hero must complete one additional danger. Okay, cool. We have it. I don't think we're going to need it. And it is now, because it's Jackson's turn, he's going to invoke his Mansion ability, activating once a turn. Gain a fortune, gain a glory. That is going to be our 20th fortune. We're at 20 fortune, and he gets another glory. Now he has 5, and that's the end of our adventurer's turn. And I'm going to go ahead and just finish it off because the evil is going to go now. If we can get through the villain phase and end up them not getting 15 on the Vile organization track, we'll win. So let's do the villain phase. Oh, this is so close. So we have our 20 fortune. That's all we need. It's up to the game to see if it's going to crush us and dash our hopes. Tenacious. This card is played at a random villain. They get +1 combat. I don't care. I mean, that's good. That's good for us. 1, 2, 3, Teufel. So Stahl gets this one. That's okay. He gets an extra combat. He can be tough man, but we don't care. We just need to get to the end of this villain phase and have our 20 fortune, which we have, and hope that they don't get to 15. Outpost phase. They have 2 outposts. There's 3 Nazis in the bucket, so we're okay there. A 4 and a 3, so they're going to bring 1 Nazi out on the board, and the 1, is going to show up at the Ivory Coast. All right, 1 at the Ivory Coast. We don't really care. At this point, we're just trying to survive the villain round and win the game. Zeppelin time. The Zeppelin's up here. I know I'm doing everything long range. So the Zeppelin, where is the Zeppelin trying to go? The Zeppelin is trying to go to the Great White North. It's trying to go to Canada, which for it is 3, 4. Or yeah, it's, oh no, it's 1. Let's just roll the die. Let's see if it can make it. Can it make it? A 1! It's not going anywhere. Well, it's going to go somewhere. It's going to go to Western Europe. It's trying to cross the Atlantic. It can't make it. Excellent. Okay, here we go. This is the worst part. It's the villain adventure phase. Stahl is just going to come out at the temple where Cartwright is because it is the most lucrative place to be. So that's easy. It's all up to Teufel. Let's zoom down. He's going to be rolling dice for that temple. Oh my god. So Teufel's got, he has got 4 search dice, and he has an successes on 6s or 2 successes and wounds on a 1. There's only 4 fortune left in this temple, and he only gets, he gets 1 success. I love it. This is so good. And he gets 2 wounds. So the 2 goons perish in the temple, but he will scoop one of the fortune off there, which adds another danger token on there. But there's only 2, so he doesn't have to roll for collapse. He gets 1 more fortune. That gives their stockpile a total of 3 fortune, and you know what that means? 1 more move on the villain track. And the villain track moves up 1 more to 13. And you know what? That's the end of the villain adventure play step. And then up next we replenish artifacts. We don't have to, and now we check for victory conditions. And guess what? We have a 20 fortune, and they are at 13. Our combined Jackson and Cartwright win the game. Yes, we have defeated the Nazis. We beat them to the treasure. We have 20 fortune, which is what we need in the co-op game, and the evil, vile organization of the Nazis ended at 13. Now, if they had got to 15, they would have defeated us. However, we won. So, the co-op game Cartwright Jackson, we win fortune and glory. Fortune and glory. Had a blast playing this game. It is so much fun. Did a couple things slightly wrong. But you know, I caught most things. Now, the other thing, I think when you're playing a co-op game, which I did not do correctly, when you draw a random villain, I like to just draw literally a random villain. You're supposed to, in the co-op game, pick one of the ones that's already of your faction. So we only have 2 villains in the game, Teufel and Stahl. So we should either be picking the villain that's already at your location, or randomly if they're not, and follow those rules. But I just basically took all the other villains, so mob villains, there's another Nazi villain, and there's Order Crimson Hand, the Crimson Hand villains. I just randomly took those. I kind of find that more fun anyway, but there you have it. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This was Fortune and Glory, and oh, I am so looking forward to, I think it's Lair of the Spider Queen, whenever that comes out. Like I said, the day I get it into my possession, I will be doing that playthrough ASAP right after with Lair of the Spider Queen. I believe it's still coming. I hope it is. I really, really hope it's coming. Anyway, that was it. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing next. There'll be something, obviously, on my channel. Once again, thank you so much for watching along. I really appreciate it. It really helps out my channel. I hope you had fun watching this game. The revised edition, as far as I know, is out. I think it's somewhat available. It may not be in huge quantities, but you can get it. I don't know about the expansions, though, because I have Treasure Hunters, I have Order of the Crimson Ham, I have a couple of the ones you can buy from the Flying Frog, which just adds danger cards. So I don't know about the expansions if they're available, but I think the revised edition is available. And the revised edition, unfortunately, doesn't come with these nice plastic coins. Comes with tokens. There's a couple other things that are different. I can't remember. You can look that up online. Anyway, really had a blast playing this. Really glad you joined me for this playthrough. It's so much fun. And we'll see you next time for another complete playthrough series.